10. It's day 10. We're going to look at it with a light, and then we're going to split this tank in half into here, and we're going to look at this tank under this light. We'll see how much better or worse the visibility is on that one. It'll be better because it's glass, but worse because it's got a stupid background. Yeah, we'll give it a try. So here we go. Okay, folks, here we go. Also worth noting, I really haven't added food since the day that I went away. I've just been stirring the bottom of the tanks because there's enough goop at the bottom to keep them fed, I think. As you can see, I filled up the volume quite a bit more, so I continued to drip the 1.021 solution, specific gravity solution, into those, and I don't think it's killed them. So I'll let you do a little zoom in on this guy first of all, and then we'll shut off the lights. So here we go. Yeah, you can see the population's pretty good in there already, but we'll turn off the bubbler, let it settle. Looking pretty sharp. Whoop. Look at him go, eh? Oh. Those don't look like rotifers. Why are they swimming so fast? And why are some of them so big? All right, let's look at this at the angle we normally look at this at. Okay, I just stirred up a bunch of gunk, but still, let's get it right, okay? Okay. Here we go. Oh yeah, okay, so they're okay, right? They're okay. Not a hugely dense population, maybe a little less dense than yesterday, but, not a crash, certainly not a crash. Yeah, that's about as much water volume as I'm going to add to this tank. Or when I say this tank, I mean this tank, right? That's as high as I'm going to let the water get, probably, just because that's as high as I'm going to go. And so we're just going to let this population continue to bloom and hope that this isn't overpopulated. If things are looking really insane, I might move them into the baby tank, because the babies will eventually eat them anyways. Yeah, so we're just hoping this isn't overpopulated. Now we're going to split. Now we're going to split the main rotifer tank with a very dangerous pour. Oh shoot, I better turn the bubbler back on for this, because we're going to want them distributed. Yeah, I'm just going to try and pour them in here. Once again, another risky pour, because this Epsom salt container was a terrible choice for my base container because it's so difficult to pour out of. But I mean, man, it worked out, so wouldn't change it. Okay. Here we go. This one's for all the marbles. Ooh, that's more. All right, there she is, folks. So it's about 3 hours since I split this tank into here. So this was filled all the way up to the top. This filled to the top, poured into here. That's how much that's left. I didn't spill much at all. So we're going to take a look at what was in here in a second. Now, with that out of the way, let's go see how dense this one's been all along, because it's not a clear enough plastic for us to actually see. So we're going to put this one here. And if I'm reading this correctly, this is too dense. Now here you go. Look at that, eh? Isn't that... Isn't that unbelievable? Okay, so we're going to turn the bubbler off now. Let's see what it does. Yeah, if those are all alive, this is unbelievable. And I don't actually have enough volume for these rotifers, because I can't imagine this is not too dense, problematically dense, right? Just waiting for the water to slow down. But yeah, if this is what it looks like in the big tank, in this guy, and that's how we've been the last 4 days, then our rotifer population is just through the roof. And look at that, eh? Like, look how many we got. That's a lot. Swimming towards the light, right? When I look at it with my eyes, it's not so much that the water's cloudy, but it is enough that I can't count them. I mean, maybe you could count them. I don't know, but the numbers in the thousands in the square inch that we're looking at. At least in the hundreds per square inch. Thousands per square vertical column inch. For vertical column inch without square. Circular. But yeah, that's an unbelievably dense amount. So, with that, well, we'll just get some good footage here. You know, when we look at this close up, I'm seeing snow-like particulate and rotifers, so I don't know if that's like shells or something. Yeah, but not everything I can see with my eyes is a rotifer. That's for sure. It's like husks here. But still plenty. Lots of rotifers. So now I need to come up with some kind of plan. Obviously, I'm going to water this down in half. That'll give that enough space. I got one decent more doubling to go. This one, when you see how dense this one is, you can see that this one can afford to get more density. So we're going to let that keep rocking for now. 2 or 3 days, I think we can afford. This one needs to be watered down in half and split. I'm super tempted to just dump them straight into the baby tank, but I kind of want that like diatom film to be healthy when the babies get here. So I'm going to say no on that. I don't have a backup bubbler or container to split these into. I wasn't expecting it to go along so quickly in 8 days, but I mean, I guess this is what I should have hoped for. So, yeah, I just thought like that if I had to put the 500 mils into what is here 3 liters, that would take, 8 days to fill, which I guess it did, right? Sort of. If you count these two, and then I just split a little bit off that, and then that happens to be doing well. So, yeah, this needs to be cut in half again and put in a bigger tank. Don't know how I'm going to do that. For now, I think I'm just going to keep it bubbling in here. And I'm going to add water volume to that. And then maybe I can go to the fish store and buy some splitters tomorrow. Wild.